Hello everybody. Today I want to talk about the laws and prohibitions that we have during the days of counting the Omer, the days between Pesach and the holiday of Shavuot. These days are actually supposed to be a happy time. They're a time for spiritual improvement. These 49 days that we're counting and getting ready for the receiving of the Torah on Shavuot is a time for spiritual growth, a time for a person to look forward and to improve himself. But during this time, the students of Rabbi Akiva died from a plague. They died from a plague, we're told, because they didn't respect each other. Because of this tragedy, we mourn during the days of the counting of the Omer. We don't mourn for the whole time. We mourn for a portion of the time. The morning time, there's an argument about which are the actual days. The most simple custom is that we mourn for 33 days until Lag BaOmer, that's in the night, in the evening. The Sephardi custom is that we mourn until the 34th of the Omer, until the day afterwards. There's another custom that we mourn from Rosh Chodesh Iyar until the 3rd of Sivan, and another custom that from the 2nd of Iyar until just a couple of days before Shavuot. Some people, in order to be stringent, cover the whole period, and they have more than, and they're in mourning from Pesach until just a couple of days before Shavuot. During this time of mourning, there are a number of restrictions upon us because of the mourning. One of the restrictions is haircuts, we're told. Shaving, having a haircut, a prohibition during the days of the Omer. Marriage, we don't have weddings during this time. An engagement, certainly we do. To go out on a shidduch, to go out on a meeting, to meet people and to think about marriage, that's certainly okay too. Now I must say as well, because of that, a woman who feels that she needs to have her hair done or to spice herself up for a meeting that's in consideration of marriage, then she certainly also would be allowed to have a haircut, to shave her hairs, whatever she needs to do in order to make her feel good for that meeting. And a man too, if there was a special reason why he needed to spice himself up during these days. And in any particular situation, a rabbi should be consulted. Hearing music. Music makes us happy. Music makes us want to dance. That's something we don't do during a mourning period. So therefore, we don't hear musical instruments, playing music with musical instruments during the days of counting the Omer. If you hear a jingle on the news, on the radio, between things, then that's okay. You don't have to turn the radio off or the whatever it is you're seeing, the television off because of a jingle. That you can hear. But to sit and listen to music and enjoy the music, we don't do during this time. If the music is vocal and there aren't musical instruments, then there are many rabbis that permit that. And if you notice the Jewish radio stations right now during this time of the Omer, they're all playing vocal music, so therefore they must have had, there's plenty of rabbis that are allowing them to do that. There are, I'm not saying perhaps, we know that there are, that they're allowed to do that. I've heard in the name of Shlomo Zalman Auerbach that the music that we're not allowed to hear during these days is music that would make you want to dance. But classical music, soft music, even with musical instruments, then that's okay. And so someone who feels that they need to hear music while they're driving or while they're studying or whatever, so then there's certainly reliable opinions to rely on that they can listen to soft music or classical music. We try not to make a shechianu during these days, according to some opinions, and others say that there's no problem of making a shechianu during these days. Buying new clothes, so therefore you're able to buy new clothes if you need during this period, and to wear them and to make shechianu, although I must say that there are people that are stringent and don't want to make a shechianu during this period of time. So just to summarize, the prohibitions of the Omer, the haircuts, marriage, music, and other things that are going to make us especially happy. A shechianu, there's an argument about that. And those are the things we need to be careful of during the days of the Omer. But the most important thing during the days of the Omer is to work on our achdut, on coming together, because that's what's needed for receiving the Torah, and that's, we're told, is the reason why the students of Rabbi Akiva died. That's the most important thing that we should be working on during these days of counting of the Omer, achdut, on coming together. Thank you.